Hi guys, so we did a thing today. We decided to get rid of this. Here's our old truck. Nice truck. It had a toolbox and a tonneau cover. And we decided to go with this guy. It's a new Ford F350 Dually. We'll just kind of show you around it. The trim package is basically the same. However, we needed it to haul our fifth wheel.
Hey guys, how's it going? Well, as you saw from that prior video, we did do a thing, and we now no longer have our 21 F350, but we now have a 22 F350. And we didn't do it for the options and all this and that, and the bells and the whistles. What we did it for were these guys right here. So we went for a dual wheel for more capacity on towing. Our old truck, the 21, it towed it fine, but we were overweight on our axle, and in turn the whole truck we were overweight by 440 pounds. We did move some stuff around to try and alleviate that, but we were still always over on the gross vehicle weight of 12,400 pounds was the old vehicle. This one has 14,000. So as far as a GCW, you know, you're at 30,000 pounds. Ford, Chevy, Dodge, they all do the 30,000 pounds. That wasn't the issue. It was actually the vehicle. So that's why we went with a dually. And being that this is the year of the computer chip, you know, debacle that you can't find any trucks, it was a chore. It took us about 4 months to find the truck. But we did find it, and I'm going to go over some statistics with you on the GAWR, GVWR, and GCWR. Try to bring that all together and make it a little more not so muddy, we'll say. And so without further ado, let's break it over to the computer screen, and I will show you kind of a breakdown of all the numbers. So this is where you will find the sticker that has your GAWRs, as well as your GVWR for your vehicle. This was on the 21, as you can see right here. It was 5,600 pounds on the front GAWR. The rear GAWR is 7,230, and then the GVWR is right here up on top at 12,400. So this is with stock rims, stock tires, no modification, and you can find this on the inside of the driver door jamb. Okay, so here is the spreadsheet that I put together. You'll see that the highlighted columns here are the 21 F350 single rear wheel versus the 22 F350 dual rear wheel. The big numbers we want to pay attention to are the GAWR, both the front and rear axles. That stands for gross axle weight rating. The GVWR, which is the gross vehicle weight rating, and the GCWR, which is the gross combined weight rating. So what does that mean? Well, this is how much your axle can hold legally. So this is the weight of the truck plus whatever else is put into it. The rear is same thing. This is the weight that is centered on that rear axle. It includes everything that's in the truck: fuel, people, cargo, and trailers if you ever get to that point. The GVWR is both of these numbers, and it is a little different because if you add these up, it is more than this, but this is what the manufacturers feel is safe, and you can see that these numbers are different here, and we'll explain that here shortly. The trailer weight, this is the trailer's GVWR, and it's the same because it's the same trailer. And then the GCWR is the combination between the trailer and the truck's GVWR, which is a gross combined weight rating of 30,000 pounds. Now, where do I get this number from? Well, this number we will find right here. And because we're dealing with the Ford, we're just going to use the Ford's webpage. Each manufacturer, Ford, Dodge, GM, you can find this stuff online. So let's go up to the single axle. We had this one is for trailers. They do have a specific one for goosenecks and fifth wheels. It's the same number, so don't sweat too much. And if you don't know what the gear ratio is in the rear end of your pickup, don't sweat that either, because they're the same. You just need to know your engine side, your engine displacement. So for this one, we had a diesel, and the GCWR is 30,000 pounds. Okay, so that's where I put that in. And then for the dually, same thing. It is another diesel. I know that we have 410 rear ends, so we're at 43,400 pounds. So that is how we go about finding that information. Dodge, Chevy, or GM rather, Ford, they're all online. So we'll pull this guy back up in our trailers. So our trailer weight on the first one was 14,880. And 14,960. Now, I know I'm bouncing around a little bit, but this will help here in a second. So our first scale ticket that we did with the truck, we came out at 5340 on the front axle. And then we were kind of overweight here. We were at 7480. We're 250 pounds overweight, which in turn, because we're overweight here, it threw us overweight here by 420 pounds. We were actually pretty shocked by that the first time. But as you see here, the 30,000 pounds of both truck and trailer, we were well under it. We were 2,300 pounds under it. But that doesn't matter. We were overweight here, so we had a red flag. Next time we scaled, we were at 5340, and we were even worse. We were 7,500 pounds, which, as you can see, threw us 440 pounds. Again, we were under our GCWR, but it doesn't matter. We were over on our gross vehicle weight. This here is why we went and tried to find a dually. Like I said, it took us 4 months to find one. But that was the reason. As you see here, this number is drastically larger than this guy. So we scaled out for the first time. We were at 5280 on the steer axle. And then we were at 7880. Now, the reason that this number here is so much more than that, two things. We moved some stuff around, but the big reason is you have 2 extra tires, you have 2 extra rims, and you have a bigger rear end than you do in this truck. So this number from now on will always be higher because of that. You have more weight that you're carrying around, which they've compensated a little bit with this guy. But as you can see, we're now at 13,160 pounds. We're 840 pounds under our gross vehicle weight. So it was a huge improvement. The camper, we went to a 15,120. So our camper actually got heavier. We're well underneath this, as you can see. You know, this combined with this gave us 28,280. So, but that doesn't matter again, because even though we're 15,000 pounds, we still have to watch out on these numbers here. So we were close on this one, you know, within 1,000 pounds, give or take, 1,500 pounds. And then the last one that we just did last week, 5340. And then we were at 7920. So you can see that, again, we're 740 pounds away from here. And mind you, every time I scale, I have full fuel. My tank is completely full. I fill up and then I scale. That way I know I am always going to be at my max weight. And then our trailer was at 14.9. And this number is always going to be a variable. This number is always going to change on your trailer because you're always going to have not the same exact weight. You're going to have water. You're not going to have water. You're going to might have waste on. You might not. You went grocery shopping, or you're going to go grocery shopping. So this number is always going to change. So you just want to keep an eye on your GVW of your trailer as well. So hopefully that kind of lightens it up a little bit. You guys have a better understanding about what a GAWR is, a GVWR, and a GCWR. This spreadsheet will be zeroed back out so that you guys can put your own numbers in and run it. It'll be down in the description. If you have any questions, please throw them down in the comment. I will get back to you as soon as I see them. And I hope this helps. I hope it made it a little easier for you. I know that was a bunch of information that I just threw at you out of nowhere. The reason I put the spreadsheet up is I was hoping that it visually might make it easier to understand than just rattling it off here by the mouth. So like I said, that spreadsheet is down in the description. If you have any questions or any comments, feel free. And just do your research. You know, I don't care if you get a Ford, if you have a Dodge or a Chevy. Do your research. Be safe out there. Be safe out there for yourself, for your family, for everybody. Alrighty. Well, thanks again. I do appreciate it. Go ahead and hit that bell. Give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you next week.